Cue the music. Let's go. I'm your boy, Ro, contributor for State of the U and OG member of the Orange Bowl Boys, and welcome to a Caneswear sponsored edition of Student of the Game. Big win, Miami Hurricanes fans. The University of Miami went on the road to beat a ranked Pittsburgh team. Great job. And here you go on this third down. It's not for the lack of trying. Pittsburgh can get really creative on the defensive side. So we're going to watch this a couple times backwards and forwards, but pay attention. Two safeties initially facing forward. They're going to rotate. And what's the coverage? It looks like it's cover two. Post-snap, it's going to go ahead and rotate to like cover three principle, and you're going to have somebody in press man who's going to break off and play flat defender up here at the top of the screen. Now, at the bottom of the screen, we're going to have a big play right here, okay, to the slot receiver. Big play alert. But pay attention to what Pitt does here. Pay attention first to the linebacker. Linebacker's going to go ahead and chip. Good job. Disrupt him off his route. Then he's going to come out here to the flat. Now, what the corner just did, and this is when we're going to watch this back on the corner end of it, I want you to see what the corner did, okay? The corner is going to go ahead and jump right over to the number 2. Now, this is so funny because you got to go back last week in Student of the Game, and I said this was the coverage bust that happened down in the goal line that led to the touchdown with the U down taunt guy. Well, this was the coverage that I wish they did. Now, pay attention right here. When the safety comes up to the top, he's looking. Once he sees that this route is pretty much wiped out, he's going ahead and swinging back across the formation. So he's kind of out of the play. Corner's jumping to the top. Now, right here, when Tyler pumps right there, that little subtle shoulder warfare, it's going to be big later on too. It's going to keep the corner flat, and that's what allows Tyler Van Dyke to go ahead and make this play. On this 2nd and 10, this lets me know that the University of Miami Hurricanes and offensive coordinator Rhett Lashley, well, they're not messing around. There's a couple things. Obviously, you're going to see the touchdown. We're going to pay attention to another route because it was dirty. 12-set personnel. This worked a lot last week against North Carolina State. Here you go. 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Pay attention to Tyler Van Dyke initially. He's going to go ahead. He's going to look down here to the field side. Then he's going to swing back across. So it's not his first read. All right? Now we're going to watch a couple more parts to this play. Okay? You see the touchdown. Great. Pay attention to this route. This was dirty. Come on the inside, outside, inside. You had that guy completely turned around. So, yes, they're running a smash concept here to the bottom of the field, but that little extra wrinkle, get back to that later in the year, you're going to turn somebody around. So, what a dime. Tyler Van Dyke. Now I want to fast forward to the protection because right here, running back, staying in just a little bit longer. Great job right here, Ja'Kai Clark and Navon Donaldson, because initially he's going to go ahead. They're going to push. He knows it's handled. There comes the inside move. They meet it right here. There you have the Rooster stolen as a pass-catching option if needed to after he goes ahead and checks everything. Then he's going to go. So this started up front. You protect Tyler. This is what happens. Tight end U. Bang. This is kind of an editorial commentary clip and not necessarily anything that's going to be revolutionary in terms of X's and O's. But you can simply not keep your cool on the refs this early in the game. You already had the travesty of that catch, quote unquote. That was not even close to being a catch. I've watched football for a lot of years, and I remember when they first changed that rule, you had to maintain possession all the way down to the ground. Period. End of story. And then to follow that up, like in what universe is this not a hold? He's around his neck, and then he's going to tackle him. He's going to physically tackle him, and that leads to a big play. I would lose my mind on the refs. And we just started the game. You never have to be smarter than their defensive coordinator. You just got to be smarter than their players. And on this particular trick play, you were smarter than this guy, and you were smarter than all of these three. Because right here, handoff to Jalen Knighton. Watch the flow of the play. Yep, there it goes. Double reverse. Watch the flow of the play. There you go. And now pay attention to this guy. Just got to be smarter than one of them. He's in conflict. He's got tight end Will Mallory, and he's got Jalen Knighton in the flats. You pick. Oh, you picked wrong. Wait for it. Bang. You know, I hear a lot of people say they don't like RPOs. Yes, you do. Come on. And on this house call, that's exactly what this is. This is going to be a halfback lead utilizing pin and pull blocking with an attached tunnel screen if you want it. And also, you have a tertiary option up here, your traditional run pass option here at the top of the screen. 2 safeties over the top. He's going to go ahead and sit on this. The week where you didn't have anybody over the top, this was the Charleston Rambo touchdown. So, similar play concept and design. Now, it's all about numbers. You see 6 in a box. That's right. You only have 5 offensive linemen. But this is what pin and pull allows you to do. Because focus right here on this defensive end. When Navon Donaldson and Zion Nelson vacate, they're going to go ahead and pull and essentially be lead blockers. That defensive end, well, he's free to roam. You took a bad angle. You took a bad angle. You took a bad angle. And those pulling linemen, well, that got that safety to crash really, really hard. Now he's out of position. And we're going to end this clip with a question. Can roosters fly? My answer, bang. On this 3rd and 2 successful conversion for the Pitt Panthers, highly suspicious that this is an option route. An option route for the wide receiver is when the wide receiver has an option to run a route based on coverage, based on a look. And in this case, I believe Pitt quarterback Kenny Pickett and his wide receiver are reading a closed look, and I'll explain that later, and they're going to go back and exploit this area for a big first down. Pay attention here at the top of the screen. When he motions into the formation, DJ Ivey is now going to attach to the number 2 wide receiver. This was the number 1, his initial responsibility, but that motion got him to jump on the 2. He's going to now attach in man coverage here. Now, this leaves James Williams vulnerable because he's in off-man coverage. There's the line to go, 3rd and 2. Kenny Pickett knows it. Now, I want you to pay attention to Kenny Pickett's feet. Ready? Go ahead. See those extra steps, right? Those were extra steps. In the confines of an offense, it's really, there's this rhythmic pentameter to it. There's like 1, 2, 3, ball out. 1, 2, 3, hitch 1, hitch 2, ball out. So what was going on? Let's back this up. Pay attention to the wide receiver. At this juncture, when Kenny's going ahead and pitter-pattering his feet, essentially, he's reading something. He's reading this as closed. This Mike linebacker is getting him to readjust his route. I love it. Missed tackle there, that I don't love. And that 3rd and 2 and having that option, big play for the Panthers. Just the pocket awareness on this and the pocket maneuverability, you just got to appreciate it. And, again, Tyler Van Dyke is not a one-read quarterback. He just isn't. Look at the vision. Initially, it's going to come right here to the boundary side. Then he snaps back and looks at the middle. Now he looked over here to the field side. And this is when the pocket awareness, the spidey senses, if you will, start tingling. Nice little escape move. What a catch. You know, on this interception by Tyreek Stevenson, it's those final steps, those final angles that put him in a prime position for the pick. Here he is right here at the top of the screen. Look at him into the back pocket. So now right here, this is when Kenny Pickett, he's already decided. He's got some anticipation on this. And then those final steps to just jump in front of the ball. What a great play. Miami's a little lucky, though, because I want to back this up. Because here at the top of the screen, first of all, I have a little bit of a question. There's where's the rest of the route? Where's our vision? Where's our eyes? Right? Maybe focusing right here on this pulling lineman. Because if Kenny decided to throw the ball right now down the middle of the field, oh, that's a touchdown. Oof. There's a sense thing I'm starting to see, right? And this is when you want arm adaptability. Because if he doesn't throw this ball from this angle, doesn't go on his back foot per se, this is just an instinct. Some people can do it, some people can't. Your left guard is actually going to go ahead and get beat on this play. Pay attention. Right there. So, the rhythmic pentameter, it's blown up. He doesn't have that rhythm to go ahead and step up right now. And this is where Xavier Restrepo is at the moment. So he feels it. So watch what he does with his release and his footwork. Flicks it. Doesn't step into it because he knows he can't. Brilliant ball when you see the rest of the backdrop. You want to know why this guy has shot up a lot of draft boards? We'll get there. First things first, watch the directional drop back from the quarterback. Obviously, they know Miami has this propensity to blitz. It's coming here from the field side, so he's under center, and then he's away from center. Way to find that natural passing lane. There's the pocket. Beautiful pocket. Now look at when he decides to throw this ball. Right? 2 defenders right in his face. Boop. Great anticipation. What a brilliant ball. It really was. Back-to-back clips for the Pitt offense. Mark Whipple doing a good job moving the launch point. Not in your traditional roll sense, just taking the dropbacks. Look, he's on this hash right here. Where's the pressure coming from? We're pushed out wide on this side. Just goes ahead and gets this nice pocket over here. Nice escape lane, keeps his eyes downfield, first down. Mark, you didn't do that when you were here at the University of Miami. Miami really needs to shore up this seam window because last week, NC State scored on something very similar. Safety gets flat. Ball goes over safety's head. Corner's late to rotate. Touchdown Pitt. Towards the back end of this video, we're into the magic season. This is magic. Watch this stutter. Right there. I want to go ahead and roll that back. Because watch what it does to this linebacker. Let's have the magic continue, shall we? At the snap of the ball, watch Tyler Van Dyke's shoulders. Now pay attention to this safety. Look at his location currently. Now he's into my boundary. I need to get a route right behind his head. So I'm responsible for him. So I've coined the phrase subtle shoulder warfare. You want me to move him? I'll move him. Watch the shoulders. See that little shoulder turn? Where did who go? Now, from this base, 3/4 delivery, takes a shot, bang. Now, let's back this up. You give Tyler time. Pitt's going to bring all 6. What a great job here by the offensive line. There's Ja'Kai coming in. Here we have running back, kick out, pass. Everything's going to get picked up. This allowed for the magic to happen, and we'll watch it again. Brilliant ball. Bang. I watch interceptions. Yes, I do. I don't know if I have an excuse for this one. But what I find comical is just how many people have, hit the floor in this one. There's one guy on the floor. These 2 are hitting the floor. This guy's already on the floor. This guy's on the floor. And that interception. Yeah, you know that adage, never throw late across the middle. I'm not necessarily a firm believer in that. You know, if it's open and you can do it, but it's one of those things. It's like catching a one-handed ball in the outfield. They always tell you to catch it with 2 hands. In the major leagues, they catch it with 1. But if you drop it, yeah, you get it. There's ways to defend a mesh concept, and this isn't it. A mesh concept is simply when you have a wide receiver from one side of the field essentially run a crossing route with somebody opposite him who's also running a crossing route. And I always liked the way Mike Leach taught it. He said if you're going to do a mesh concept, the wide receivers should touch shoulder pads on the way by. Let's go ahead and watch it. right there. Rubbing is racing. Now, this is what I know. 3 Miami Hurricane defenders are right here. Against man coverage on 3rd and 1, a mesh concept, highly indicated and highly suspected. Now, I have a slight indication whose fault it is. He's telling them to think. The next 2 clips are going to be the ball game for me, and inexplicably, Kenny Pickett throws an interception. Watch at the apex of his drop right here. When he goes and decides to throw this ball, here's the leverage of safety James Williams. Wide receiver's running this route right. He's going ahead, taking it in this direction. However, the ball gets away from Kenny. It goes right into the Miami Hurricane safety's arms. He picked it all right. This is going to be the last clip of the evening, and you got to go back to the play before this to get the full context, because it was almost catastrophe. The rooster almost didn't get out of the hen house, and Pitt almost got to safety. Well, the video evidence did prove he did, in fact, get over the goal line. But 11 set personnel by the University of Miami, only 3 people are going to go out in a route. And pay attention to Charleston Rambo, because Charleston Rambo initially takes this hard step inside. And then when he goes ahead and gets back outside, you get the corner to turn his hips. The back is now facing Tyler Van Dyke. This is open. Now, because of distance, perceivably, you might not think it's open. But anytime you see a corner's back to you, he's open. Tyler Van Dyke's vision down the middle of the field, because you got Mike Harley splitting the 2 safeties. He's going to occupy both. Now, right here, Tyler's already made the decision to go ahead and throw the ball. You want to know why? Because it's open. Anticipation throw. Tyler Van Dyke. First down. You needed that one.